When we go into a customer site as Guidewire consultants, we want to be liked and we want to be nice, but that's not really our priority. When we're in our sales cycle and explaining how we work, what we say to customers is we're going to be honest with you during the project. If we see you hurting yourself, we're going to tell you. And that doesn't mean that we've all of a sudden become the gods of the project and we're running it, because we're actually not in charge. However, it is our obligation to inform our customer if we think they're making a mistake based on our experience. We were at one customer site and we had a team of about 18 people working together, and we were doing the sprint retrospective from sprint 1. And we went around the table and we get to the end and someone raised their hand and that person says, well, it wasn't as good for me as for everybody else. I really felt it was extremely hectic. We were constantly under pressure, and I need the team to stop for 5 days for the next sprint so I can catch up with everything I need to do. The people at the customer site all said yes, and they're very nice, and they're very polite to each other, very nice people. I'm not quite as nice.
Alex Natiff actually stood up and said, you really want to stop the project for 4 days and stop the entire team's progress.
I said, are you saying to me that we're going to now take 25% of our productivity and turn it off for the next sprint? Someone looked at me and said, yeah. And I said, no, that's not agile. I said, we got to figure out what we're going to do, because if we're going to do that, then let's add 4 more sprints to the project, because we just lengthened the project. Within 2 hours, the management team at the customer site had moved that person to another project and said, let's get someone that's more adaptable to an agile approach on this core project that's very important to us.
It proved, well, for one, that we were actually honest with the customer. I was kind of surprised that we would be so blunt and so honest with the customer, which I thought was great. And it was also great because the customer was taking this new approach seriously.
Because if you keep them all synced, the consulting costs will go up. Yeah. We have to be flexible, because in a lot of cases, the customer's teaching us something, and we just frankly are learning something new. So you always have to caution that when you say something and you know how it's going to turn out, you don't know 100%. You know based on your experience, you can share that, and you can also be open to say, let me learn something new.
Customers will often ask us, why have you not had failure? We always talk to them about honesty. We are focused on their success for their project, and if we see issues, we're going to be very open and honest with them. Some of them say we're brutally honest sometimes about difficult issues, but we think we have to do that.